Hi everyone, my name is Mandy Warren and I'm a librarian with the Sacramento Public Library, where books are just the beginning. Thank you for joining me. We've developed a series of online presentations to showcase some of the ways the library can support you virtually. Be sure to check them out. In this video, I want to spotlight an essential library service, science resources for students. I'm going to be walking us through the National Geographic for Kids site that includes some great information for students in 1st grade through 8th grade. So we're going to start on our homepage, saclibrary.org. And we are going to navigate to the homework resources page. So to get there, we'll go to the education tab. Students and educators, we're going to go down to homework help and all homework resources. And we're going to scroll down until we find the geography section. Here it is. And the National Geographic Kids site. Since I'm using a library computer, you'll notice that it logged me right into the site. At home, you'll need to enter your library card number and your PIN number. So the Nat Geo Kids site includes videos, photos, books, and magazines. I want to highlight books and magazines today and show you some materials that you can filter by reading level. So you'll see here under the books, you can click on more. Nat Geo publishes some great nonfiction titles for easy readers, or nonfiction easy readers that are great for beginning readers. And the easy readers are often leveled by level 1, 2, or 3. There are also popular titles like the Weird But True series and the This or That series that are great for some older readers as well. So you can either browse these or you can filter to find something more specific. So you can see over here, you can filter by different subjects. Lots and lots of subjects here, or you can limit your search by whatever type that you're looking for. So for this video, I want us to look at level 1 easy readers. So I'm just typing in level 1 and you'll see it pulls up some titles that are level 1 easy readers. And we can take a look at what one of these books looks like. So many of the Nat Geo titles are skewed for younger grades, but you'll see other titles in here for more advanced readers as well. And the nice thing about Nat Geo is that you won't need to check out these titles with your library card. They're immediately available for reading. And more than one student can be reading the same title at one time. So students can click on a title and then flip through the book. And you can make the screen full screen, so it's a little easier to read. And you'll also see that there's a little listen button up here if you'd like for the text to be read out loud. If you'd like to browse magazines, you can just click on this Browse Magazines and you'll see all of their past issues. And just like the book, you can look through, flip through the issue. So lots of good stuff on the Nat Geo Kids. If you go back, just to give you an idea for the older grades, you can see that there's some older grade skewed titles as you scroll through with longer text and maybe less pictures than some of those easy readers ones we looked at. So that's a look at the Nat Geo Kids page. Now Nate will explore a database for older students.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Mandy. So to level up on this subject, I want to talk us through another database called ScienceFlix. ScienceFlix is geared towards elementary age students, although as you'll notice, it is also a database that can be used in a middle school classroom as well. So we have our landing page right here. This is www.saclibrary.org, or you can Google Sacramento Public Library. The education tab right here. We're all educators, so we're going to grab it here and go students, educators. You can see there are a couple of great areas for you to explore here, but today we're going to focus in on homework help. So we're looking for ScienceFlix, and you'll notice that ScienceFlix does not show up in Word here on this page. Instead, it's going to be our K-5 science resource. That is ScienceFlix. Now, I know I said that this can scale up into the middle school age, and I was not bluffing. That is true, and you'll notice when we go into the resource that there might be some things that teachers, educators, parents, caregivers could use in that space. So let's click in on K-5 science. Because I, like Mandy, am using a library computer. I did not have to sign in at home or in the classroom. You will have to enter your library card number and your library PIN number to access this content. Now, as you can see, the topics offered here are quite numerous. The interface is also really easy to use. You'll see each topic listed with an image, one that's very colorful and attractive, of course. And you can click right through to a dashboard that gives you a ton of information on each subject. So let's try and do that. We'll model one today. And as a Californian, I want to check out oceans of the world, which is right down here. You could also do space, solar system, planets, atoms. There are interesting things like shapes and solids, right? But we'll do oceans of the world today. So this will load for us. And you'll notice that we have here what is a dashboard. And this dashboard has a number of different things for you and your student to access. Some really cool resources exist here. Over here on the left, you'll see watch it, read it, dive deeper. These are areas where you can learn more about the specific content you're studying. So if your curricular goal is to teach about oceans, your students can come here and learn about oceans. We also can see that there are videos, which I will show a little snippet of. There is text right here. If you scroll down here, you can dive deeper into the subject. It's a great pun. Oceans in motion, for example, here is some information on currents or tides or waves, if that's what your student is studying. So videos are really nice intro that a student can watch to get a better idea of a subject. This is a very short 1 minute, 40-second video that introduces the concept of oceans and their role in the world, right, for example. And a video is great for a visual learner, especially as an easy intro. I'm gonna go over to some of the texts in the read it section. I'll click on read more, but you can get there also by hitting simply read it, okay? So I'm gonna do read more under the read it section. It's gonna load, maybe a little slowly. All right, here we are. So here what you see is an introductory text to oceans, right? You wanna dive deeper and get more specific on certain subjects, you can go into the dive deeper section for sure. On this page, I wanna show a couple of interesting things. First and foremost, check it out up here. We have a reading level option, right? So we're currently in the middle with a Lexile 930. We can push over to level 1 here. The level 1 for this database is going to be Lexile 780. You also have the opportunity to have this website translated into Spanish. If your student is looking at this and they would like to print it out, they can do that. They can email it to themselves so they can organize their research as they continue compiling the information they need to complete the assignment, right? Oceans of the world. You'll notice that this is a pretty extensive article, but it breaks itself up by headings like the Atlantic Ocean, learn a little about that, the Indian Ocean, etc. And if you come down here as your students, especially if you're in the upper elementary grades or those that are using citations, you'll see that there's some Chicago Manual, MLA, APA citations for your student to learn from. One last part of this database, this excellent database that I recommend you explore in depth, that I'm gonna go to is related websites. What I like about related websites is that here you have a curated selection of information on the internet, right? And so when students are surfing the internet for content on seawater or tides or waves or ocean life, who really knows what they're coming up on? So in this context, we have a curated listing of various websites outside of the library's website, right? So these are things that they can get at pretty quickly, pretty easily. They can save and use for their research later. And there is a lot of content for each one of these. This is something as a teacher also you can look at and say to a student who's studying oceans, you know, this ocean animal encyclopedia is also a really great resource for you. This library database here has recommended it. So this is a really great space for you to find more information, to point your students at, or for your students to explore should they be doing a specialized project on the ocean floor, for example, or another topic that might be listed here in the ScienceFlix database. So that's ScienceFlix. It's a really extensive, great database. It's great for teachers, and it's really great for those students who are trying to build research into their classroom assignments. And as you can see, it'll be really helpful for them. Before we finish this video, there's one more thing we want to show you as it relates to science-specific resources available at the Sacramento Public Library. And this is something that a student of yours or a family who's looking to do extra science work in a playful manner, perhaps, can come and get at the library through our curbside pickup or checking books out from the library through curbside pickup. And it is a STEM kit. Type STEM kit in the search bar right there, slap that enter button, And you'll notice right here that we have a variety of different science-oriented learning kits. These kits are playful, they're fun, entertaining, and can be done within a family unit really quite easily. So if you have a family that's looking to increase sort of their science engagement, please do know that this resource is available to them. You'll notice that they're popular for the, well, it looks like the microscope is currently available, but they are popular items. So it is often the case that a family will have to place this on hold with their library card, select the library branch that is closest to them, and then they'll head over there and pick it up when it becomes available. But definitely something to take advantage of. So that is our STEM kit. And before we go, I want to point out that questions come up all the time about various library resources, maybe those beyond science resources, but certainly questions come up. You can use our contact resource right here. Notice the contact, click on that to give us a phone call. You can chat us anytime between 5 a.m. and 8 p.m. by clicking on this button down here on the right and just typing in whatever you need. You can email us at all hours of the day and night, and in this option, you'll get to indicate that you want to talk to a librarian, and then put the information that you're seeking in the chat in the comment box, and we'll reach out to you independently to solve any problems you may be having with our website or our resources. So that is the end of this video. We want to thank you for viewing it, and we hope that you found it useful. Of course, if you have questions, go ahead and reach out through that contact. You can always check our website for the Sacramento Public Library. We hope to hear from you soon. Bye.